Hello there and welcome to Wicked Diggers channel. I got the Nokta Makro Simplex Plus here. Pardon me if it's a little loud. I do have a little bit of traffic nearby, but we're about to hit up these woods. Just got this new coil today from Nokta. I had an issue with my coil. They were extremely good about it. Sent me one out right away. It actually wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow, and it came today. So I'm going to hit up this woods area along this river and see what we can find. I know I've never been back here before with a detector. I've hiked through here, found a couple bottle dumps there. On old maps there is a couple of old house sites, and I believe I don't know, a big mill or something that was nearby this river back here. So hopefully we'll be able to find something for you, and if I do, I will let you know. Well, my first find back here is a piece of a horseshoe. It wasn't very deep either. It was just right under the surface, an inch and a half or so. And, it sounded big, but I'm still getting used to the Nokta, and I'm digging about everything. But it was coming up like a 16. It just sounded big, but yeah, there you go. Half of a horseshoe. So I wasn't out in the woods very long. The Nokta Makro seems to be performing very well. Just unfortunately, I'm just not getting over anything. So this is actually from a different dig. There's a lot of bottle dump trashy areas that I found. So it was like porcelain and pieces of plates and bowls and all kinds of stuff everywhere. So I kept a few pieces of that. I was just getting these big iron chunks in the ground. I don't know what they're from. And tons of like this copper flashing that sounds amazing. There's tons of it, tons and tons, way too much. Yeah, but I did manage to get a half of a very decrepit horseshoe. So I'm gonna hit some other spot up. I think I might go to a baseball field, try to get some modern change and maybe the possible ring or jewelry or something that might pop up, and we'll see you there. So if you've ever seen any of my other videos with my other machine, I have been to this field, and I like coming here once in a while just because I can find a lot of modern change and get used to a machine. So that's what I want to do. I want to hear the tones of the Nokta Makro, see what comes up as what for VDIs. This field was originally made in 1952. Don't know what was here before that. Could have probably been farmlands, I guess. I don't really know. But it was built in 52. So there is a possibility of finding silver coins out here. Have I found any here? No, never. I found modern change, some religious medallions, stuff like that. So we're gonna hit it up and see what the Nokta can pull out of here. So my first signal was a 26, and then I popped the plug and it became a 24, and it is a modern Jefferson nickel. Don't even know if I could see a date on it quite yet. I think 2003 or 8, something like that. You can see where it was sitting right there against that. But so 26 on the Nokta Makro Simplex will be a nickel, or give you a nickel signal in the VDI. All right, my very next signal, garbage. It's a piece of aluminum foil, and it gave a VDI of 18, or it might even be a small piece of little can slot, but it gave a good tone VDI of 18 on the Simplex. So my next signal, the third one, I was getting a 7980, very good tone. Haven't looked at it yet. I believe it's a penny or maybe a dime. Yep, so modern clad dime, 7980 VDI. Look at the toning on that. Woo! Too bad it wasn't silver. So 7980. I was reading about 4 to 6 inches, and it's a clad dime. The Nokta Makro Simplex. And we got another 26 on the VDI, and it's another nickel. This one, this time, is from 1970. So we're getting a little older. Not as old as we like, but we're getting older, and we're getting consistent good numbers and readings off of the Nokta Makro Simplex Plus. We'll keep going. Alright, so the next hole here, I thought I was digging a clad quarter, although I would imagine the clad quarter would have been a better VDI than this. It's kind of bouncing around. It had me really interested. Anywhere between 24 up to 36, hit 40 a couple times, and looks like it's probably a Canadian coin. Let me clean it up a little bit and see what we have here. Alright, well, this is the first time I've ever found one of these. So it's a 1992 Queen Elizabeth 10 pence. It's funny you always find stuff like that, huh? Well, pretty cool. Something different than US clad out here in this field. Well, keep going. Hopefully we'll find something else. So here's the clad quarter. Very next hole. I literally dug that 10 pence right here. Walked a foot over. Got a solid 90-91 signal. And we got a clad quarter. 1980, the year I was born. Excellent. Alright, we'll keep digging. So after I dug from right there that 10 pence, and right here the US quarter, swung over it again, and right here, must have came out with that 10 pence, there's a 5 pence. Huh. Well, I'm going to swing over it again one more time, see if there's anything else here, and then we'll move on. And the pull tab, solid 52 on the Nokta Makro Simplex. Solid 52. Get your pull tabs. Don't take 52s. No, they're probably buttons and stuff like that too, so you got to dig it all. See what else is out here. First clad penny here at the field today, and it's a 65-66 on the Simplex VDI. 1985. All right, let's find some older ones. So you can hear hear the sound of the machine, and I think right here, 90, 91, hit 92. I think it's going to be a quarter, so let's, for the heck of it, do a little live dig here. Seems to be a little root there. Alright, oh, did I see something on the bottom of the hole already? Oh, I did, and it's a quarter. It's like 1993. Alright, another quarter in the pock. I'm going to go over it to make sure it wasn't a spill. Nothing here. We'll move on to the next one. Catch you on the next hole. I'm really excited right now because, my car's way over here. I've only hunted over here really. This is all old land, I can tell you that, I know for sure, and I know definitely now. I haven't looked at this too well, but I know what it is. And it was giving me the faintest signal as a 65-66. The tone was amazing, the VDI wasn't there always, took me a little bit of digging. And I am so happy with that. I just found this Indian head penny right now. I have no idea its condition, but the back looks amazing. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this field was built in 52. They didn't make Indian head pennies in 52. Gotta clean it up a little bit, and oh yeah, look at the back of that, wiped so clean. So I get a date off of this real quick. It's too crusty in the bottom. Let me see if I get a date off it real quick. I'll get it right back to you. Alright, so it needs a little more cleaning. It's pretty crusty. Looks like it, I don't know, I gotta say it's probably an 1889. It looks like it might say 69, but look how worn it is. Look, it's like fatter on this edge, thinner on this edge. So I guess it could be a 69 worn fatty, but no, we're gonna clean it up more, and I don't even care. I'm very happy with that. And if it is a 69, in fact, it is will be my oldest Indian. The oldest one I have, other than possibly this, is a 72. So still looking for that 77 like everyone else, but so that was it. That's my big. It was probably down about 8 inches, right in the edge of this wood line. I'm nearing the end of the fence of the field here. I got a couple of modern dimes, penny. Just popped a hole that was like a strong 94. Look at that. military police car. Huh. That's awesome. I decided to, so there's a few fields in here. I decided to hit this back field and come along this fence here because as I was coming by, I noticed where I found that Indian head, just past that. This is all old stone wall back here. And I believe that wall has been there a long time. So I'm gonna run along this edge here of the fence in the outfield and then see if we can find anything. And I'll let you know. Obviously we did find a matchbox car out here. There we go, military police. Cool, I don't know how old it is or anything. Probably not too old, but let's see what else we can find real quick, yeah. So I'm right between two fields now. I made my way around this whole field and kind of came back down this way. Got a bunch of modern change, of course, and some trash, and just got another car. Smushed one. I'm gonna find the monster truck that crushed this. Well, we're just about done here. You can see all the paint and the dirt that came off of the car. Just about finished up here. I got a couple more minutes. I'm going to walk my way back this way to my car and go home. Let you know if I find anything else. Well, there you have it. A day out with the Nokta Makro Simplex Plus with my new coil. I must say, this thing was perfect. I loved it. It was very easy to swing all day, being 2.9 pounds. The signals, the VDIs, I'm going to have to get used to. It's very different from my other machine. But this thing locks on the targets unbelievably good. Some deep stuff. There were a couple of deep targets that were modern change, unfortunately, but I had dug a couple of pennies that were about 11-12 inches deep that had a really good good tone to it with barely any VDI, and it picks it up just like the Indian. So I got my two cars here that I dug up. My 5 pence and 10 pence, I believe it was, which was some type of spill, of course, because I pulled this one out when I dug this one. Didn't even realize till after I dug I think it was a quarter after that. So there's my modern change for the day. My horseshoe from before earlier in the hunt, and I cleaned this up a little bit with the Andres pencil, and hopefully you can focus in on that. But it is an 1869, officially my oldest Indian head penny. Come on, focus here. There we go. 1869 Indian. The back of it's really nice, but it's unbelievable. I can't even believe that I found this here, and I am probably going to be coming back to this field again, as now I know it has some older stuff. I've never found anything older than maybe 1970s here in modern change, modern clad. So 1869 Indian head penny. The field, like I said, was in 1952. So there's definitely some older stuff here. It's just a matter of finding it and getting over it. And that was the area where I dug the Indian head penny, just around this corner. So I'm gonna probably come back here next time I come back, and I'm gonna work this whole side in that area over there and see what else we can find. Till then, have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will be hitting it again with the Nokta Makro Simplex Plus. Thank you for joining me, Wicked Digger, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to share. We'll see you in the future.